with a Glurky mug in hand. Looks see-through right now. What's up with that? It's not. It's white. Must be reflecting green. Oh, let me try to hold it. Anyway, it's a Glurky mug. It's a cool see-through mug right now. Magical. Cheers. We're rising and grinding over here. I'm on Pop Gun, who is the newest Dark Elf Shadow Knight of my arsenal, right? My stable. Playing Stable Quest. Gotta have a deep stable. And today we're working on, the low end of it. Pop Gun's gonna be, I don't know specifically. Probably not very high level. Probably. It's one of my Shadow Knights. I like Shadow Knights. Once I have a nice, it's like the food pyramid, right? Or any pyramid. You need the base layer to be the foundation. My base layer is Shadow Knights, right? Shadow Knights here, Shadow Knights there. Just about everywhere. Anywhere I could fit them. Try to get a Shadow Knight. This one, currently level 17. It might go up a little bit more. It might be like level 20. Or I might sacrifice it a little, lose some levels. I don't know. Not really sacrifice, right? That kind of implies the spell sacrifice is being cast. Anyway, hey, we're just getting started over here. Rise and grind, Thursday morning. It is July 17th, 2025. And yeah, people still play Red 99. People still play EverQuest. Game's been out for 2.5 decades. We still love it, Or at the very least, there's lots of us that enjoy it. EverQuest enjoyers. I spend enough time here that I might think it's everyone. Everyone loves EverQuest. Just everyone here loves EverQuest. If you ask the general population, you might be surprised by how many people actually remember the game. It was very, very popular in its day. It's one of the top games that year for several years. I think it even had a comeback at one point. I have to look. I saw something that was showing like the most played games of every year, and you could see when EQ hit the scene, it was absolutely massive. But it stayed big. I know I was part of that. I was one of those. I just didn't realize at the time that it was like so many of us. I don't know. Ishibatari EQ, what's going on? How you doing? Just getting started over here. Hey, how's the volume sound to you? I gotta know. One of those things. Seeing names online I haven't seen in a long time, honestly. Or at least one name. Volume seems fine as far as you can tell. Nice. I too am preparing for work. It's gonna be hot today. Hot and rainy. Yesterday was hot and sunny. And the day before that was also hot and sunny. It's tough. Alright, let's see if I can oh good. Got a single. I was gonna say, let's see if I can hold just a couple here. 1400 to 2200 shifts. Let me convert that in my head. All right, that's 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, that's an annoying one, It's like the whole day, I hope you don't like the sun. This one Genesis says worked yesterday, taking today off. Too much heat. Yeah. It's supposed to be a wet heat today. That's what I hear. Which is not really that preferable, I would say. Like there's damp heat, and then you go beyond that, and there's a damp heat or a wet heat past that. You know, that's where we're at. Waking up at 6 a.m. It's certainly a choice. You know, sometimes when I'm setting the alarm and when the alarm is going off. So the two time when I'm turning on the alarm and when I'm turning off the alarm is usually when it the thoughts really cross my mind. They're like, why are you doing this? You know, like nobody's forcing me to get up at 6 a.m. to play EverQuest. I do it because I enjoy EverQuest that much, and that's when I have time. You know, I can't guarantee that I'm always going to have time in the afternoon. I can't even guarantee that my evenings are going to be free. But right now, down here, this is our time. It's our time down here, right? Up there, it's their time. But this is Gawk. It's my time now. But anyway, yeah. Showcasing the Glurky mug. Haven't used this one in a couple streams. Um, Glurky mug's awesome. It's probably like one of the highest quality mugs I own. Like that's really well made. Like nice and glazed, you know, like on the inside and on the outside. It's nice quality. Check them out. Check out a Glurky stream sometime. Uh-oh. That's two frogs right there. Is Dragon Necropolis considered a raid zone on Red 99? What, as far as is it free for all? I don't know. Do not know. I know people go there sometimes. Every now and again. Alright, Even Con Squire. This is gonna be tough. I didn't like heal up or nothing. In terms of PvP restriction. I'm not 100% sure. Ishiwatari Q. Oh, stunned up so bad. And a guard on me? Ew. I don't know if this was a good spot to try to launch a fear, especially because I only have clinging darkness, not even engulfing darkness or, you know, dooming or anything like that. I'm using a little baby snare. Oh, yeah, this don't look good. Got another ad on me. Let's reset here. Pull a single pull. Probably that Gaz Warrior that added. That's the one I think I want. Yeah, blue con, perfect. Get that guy snared. We'll zone to clear it. And we'll fight that guy by himself. I'm gonna do Fear Kite like I was just attempting to do, but I'm gonna do it from the zone line. Where even if he runs really far, I probably won't get anything too bad. You know, famous last words. We'll see. Got a little fresh snare for him. It was weird. He like turned around while I was fighting him. My zone line ghost tricked him. What's up with the zone line ghost? Come on. Somebody got to come explain that one of these days. Somebody who knows. I told you my conspiracy theory. It's that it was added by a playing dev so that they could call of hero their guild. Right? In certain zones. This is my theory. I have no basis for this. Completely made it up. But, you know? It'd be a reason why it would only be on red and not blue or green, you know? The zone and ghost thing. Oh. Getting tore up. This is just a blue con. Ugh. Might get that guard as an ad now. We'll see. Right? It is really weird that it's only red. That's the most like if the I wouldn't even have a conspiracy theory if it happened on all the servers. Um I mean obviously it's a nice little alarm if you're trying to PvP and you see somebody all of a sudden appear right in front of you even though you're not on the zone line. That's beneficial. Uh you know, it helps people get out the zone. You don't even need to see them if they have a light source, right? The ghost could appear behind you and the light will light up the rooms like somebody flicked on a light switch. It's you know, that's their sign to get out. I mean, it could just be as simple as that. Just it was added to give farmers a chance, um, without having to spam /who, which is good and classic. You know, we should have to spam /who. Bronze battle axe, huh? Wow. Moving up in the world over here. No mana. Limited HP. But you know what I do have? I do have bandages now. Let's bind it up. Trying to hit like 1 or 2 skill here on bind wound, I think. I don't think I put any point. Yeah, I did put 1 point. Good. Woo. Almost level 18. Nothing really exciting happens for Shadow Knights. Besides level 20, you can get your surname, you can get your damage cap removed, but and start actually hitting. But you don't get any spells until 22, right? You get awesome spells at 9, even better spells at 15, and then you gotta wait till 22. It is what it is. And then level 30 is the big finale, really. You still get some good spells after that, but nothing's really new. Besides like life leech. That's, you know, it's a life tap, but it's like different enough. It's the SK I wanted to de-level and see if it keeps the name. Yes, I'm experimenting here. I think I'll lose more than 2 levels also because I want to test that it still works the same. On this server, if you lose levels, you keep your skill points for 2 levels. Anything beyond that, your skills go down. Um, which is not classic, right? They're afraid of high levels becoming low levels with high level skills, right? That's classic. They don't want that. You can keep 2 levels worth of skills. Okay. I want to test and make sure it's still like that. And I want to test the surname thing because we're not sure. You keep a surname if you ding below. Um, and yeah, it's all fun. It's about the journey, not the destination. So gain levels, lose levels, whatever. I'm just playing a Shadow Knight. That's what I like to do. I do this even if I mean you've seen me. I play my max level Shadow Knight sometimes for fun, you know, don't need the stuff I'm killing, but you know, occupying the zone. Ah, coffee. Love coffee. I think I'm just straight up addicted to caffeine, simply put. It gets me up in the morning. Little tiny life taps or not much. I'm a caffeined. Yeah. It sounded like my targeting was bugged because I accidentally hit the target button. That'll do it. You try to target something that's not close enough to target, like with a specific /target hotkey or typing /target in a name, you will bug your attack. You have to clear your target, and then retarget your target, and then you can attack again. Otherwise, you'll just be standing there and getting hit, not swinging, which is what was happening to me earlier that fight. Anyway, whatever. It's fixed now. That's the important thing. I should have moved the fungi tunic over. I'd really be slaying, but it's all right. A good authentic-ish grind is pretty good. I got an FBSS here. Anybody need one? It's spare. All right, we got this just the other day. It was one of several FBSSs that have dropped recently for flowers. I don't need it. You can't wear two haste. I mean, you can. I can wear two haste items. It just wouldn't be any more effective than just wearing the one haste item. This one has a little more haste. This one's still good. You know, it's still very desirable item if you don't have it. Just over here trying to help out. If it'll get you to come try out red, it's a small price to pay. Anyway, let's see. Is there anybody in my level range? Nope, just me. I'm number one across all P99 for most FBSs as far. Yeah, maybe. I did also take some time off. If anybody stayed there through like the 8 years that I was retired from EQ, they who knows? They might have gotten a lot of them, but I've had a confirmed large amount of FBSSs drop, yes, and I think that goes for all Guck items, pretty much. Seen a lot. They drop probably like I don't know. I wish I could tell. I wish I knew how many like shiny metallic robes. Probably I want to say 100. It sounds crazy, but I don't think it's that far fetched. But who knows? Maybe that's chump change. Maybe on blue or green, like there's somebody that's gotten 1,000. But I think you need a unique combination of determination and just not leaving Guck. Right? It's not. You need both those traits. You're not gonna get it with just the one or the other. You know, because you're gonna be determined. You're gonna get a whole bunch of them, and then you're gonna be like, I could do this in X, Y, or Z zone, and it'll be even better. You know, but I'm missing that part of my brain that desires to venture out of Guck. I I do go other places. I do. But it's like a magnet. It draws me back. It's the homeland. It's the, you know, the promised land even. Like Flowers of Happiness's forefathers fought for that land, you know? And now in 2025 we fight to protect it and keep it. Anyways, level 17. I feel like Oasis is even better. As much as I love Guck, Upper Guck, one of my favorite zones in the game, I'm kind of at an awkward level there. The things that give me XP are kind of a struggle, and the things that I can plow through don't give me XP anymore. So, and the zone experience modifier, or ZEM, if you will, is kind of out of whack. They nerfed Guck XP a long time ago and never really fixed it. It was anti-flowers legislation. It's not going to stop me from being there, but every now and then, you know, it encourages me to take a little hike. What happens IRL? Walk past a pond and hear frogs. A sudden spike in adrenaline. Yeah, yeah. Um, I used to always be like catching frogs as a kid. I grew up near a pond. It wasn't like right down the street or anything. It was like a, a couple blocks away, if you will. But I would go there all the time. It was in the park, and there was a little stream. It was probably more of like a drainage ditch, whatever. It was. It would go. Oh, ancient Cyclops. Too bad I'm level 17 and can't do anything about it. Um. Anyways, it went under the road through the park. There was like a little creek, like a tunnel. And I would go down there and catch crayfish and frogs in the pond or whatever. Just catch and release. Um, but just always trying to catch the biggest or the fastest one that I've ever seen or whatever. Um, I remember catching some huge bullfrogs back then, like absolutely massive ones. It was crazy. Um, but anyways, that's what I think of when I'm wrestling frog locks in this game. It brings me back to my youth, and just diving through the freaking runoff water without a care in the world. The sludge. For some reason, I thought this was a corpse for a second. I'm like, who's killing this like 5 minutes ago? But no, it's not a corpse. That's a caiman. Ugh, the fizzles there, making me regret my decision to pull without mana. This stuff's easy. Oh my god. Killing stuff in Oasis. I'm glad I could actually see that. I thought it was going to tell me I couldn't see my target. Alright, now he's full speed. That's annoying. Let the fear wear off. And I don't know. At that point, we'll see. Try to fight toe to toe a little bit. Probably regret this. I don't like taking damage. I don't have the regen. I'm not a troll. I could, when I get hit for 36, that it takes a little bit to recover. Hmm. Okay. Let's see, maybe I can kind of try bow quest this guy with the power of J boots. With the power of J boots. Okay, speaking of bow quest, let me put on a two-hander. I don't think this is enough to actually make a difference here, but we can pretend. It's no weighted axe. I was hitting for 3. I think the most I've ever hit is 5. I mean 10. I'm still hitting for 10. I know, engaging with no mana or HP is so classic for me. I don't know why I do the things I do, but I do it. Archery 12. Getting there. Good thing these things aren't social, huh? Ouch! Still just hitting for 10. I've never hit for more than 10 yet. Usually I use the other weapon. I'd like more skill ups. Yeah, it still sucks. Dodge 51. Wrong hockey page. Oh, it's going to screw up my targeting. Uh-oh. Ugh, fizzled. Needed that. There we go. Rune of Scale. I feel like I'm not in a super safe spot right now. Perhaps I'll move. There we go. Gotta check this again. If this number goes up, if there's another player in range to me, they might be coming, right? Because they know it's going to take me a long time to get this little bit of HP back. Perfect opportunity. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, though. Either way, you can say we're just getting started over here. It is almost 6:30 in the morning. Almost. Still early. Sun's up. The dawn's early light, you could say. And already getting hot. Already getting like sticky. It's kind of gross. Kind of gross today, but hey, in Oasis Amar, you got the nice little coastal breeze. Nice little saltiness to the air. You could taste the timorous. You could really taste the timorous deep over here. And yeah, what else? Feel the sand between your toes. Imagine getting sand and plate armor. That'd probably be so annoying. So abrasive. Get just a little sand under your wolf's eye golden bracelet even. Ugh. It's alright. It's alright. It's worth it. Nice to air out every now and then, get out a guck. We do bring the swamp everywhere we go though, right? Then my black ice boots. But I still got some tadpoles swimming around in there. Spend so much time over there. But this is supposed to be this guy's in Crush's army, you know what I mean? Pop Gun. He's a fighter for Crushbone. He's just kind of on vacation right now. These things are good. I like them especially on like warriors, monks, rogues, stuff that can't really reliably pumice itself. It's a damn shame what they've done to us on the server by nerfing golem wands to have a cast time. Not classic. It's supposed to be instant, and that at least gives players that don't have channeling a chance, right? With zero channeling, if somebody doesn't want you to cast a pumice, they just don't let you cast a pumice. Is what it is. Anyway, I'm getting bind wound skill ups, which is nice. The HP I'm gaining is of less consequence. I could probably get more just by sitting. Not because I'd regen more sitting, but because I'd meditate my mana, which I can then turn to life taps and get my HP up faster. But Right now, I'm gonna get some skill ups while the getting's good. You can only bind wound until 50%, so hopefully I'm not below 50% too many times. If I have the mana to Fear Kite, there's really no reason to take any damage. It's a big if. I, I won't have the mana. Anyway, let's take a tour of the gear here. Pearl earring, you can go. There's 2 earrings I need. Well, it's not bad. Stuff's okay. Cloth cape, you can go. So I need a back, 2 earrings, and pants. And then I'm happy. Maybe a better bow someday. Right, store bought longbow, 851, 100 range. I mean, it ain't much, but it's honest work. Need some Dark Forge on this one. That's a good call. I know. I have been meaning to make a run to Temple of Sol Row, but I got a couple pieces to pick up first. Right, I need like a whole bunch of enchanted platinum bars and some other junk. But then I have another like set, probably or almost a set. And taking up room in Newey's bank. You know my bank situation. It's not really that ideal. A lot of stuff in there. So honestly, that would be helping Pop Gun and helping Newey at the same time if I finally make that run. But hey, maybe something to do on Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, it's only a few days away, right? Thursday is a harbinger of the weekend. We're almost there. You know it's coming. And the weekend includes Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2025, of which this is going to be number 29 coming up this weekend. I can't wait. It brings us 1 week closer to the number 30 special, which is going to be level 30s. We're going to Mistmore, and it's going to be kooky crazy, all right? I need flowers to show up, and I need other people to show up too, right? We're gonna duke it out. We're trying to organically create a little PvP situation for the number 30 stream. If it doesn't happen, not an option. It's gonna happen because if just flowers show up, guess what? Just flowers are fighting. It's fine. It's we'll respawn. I just want to have some action. We had really good action when we did the level 1 PvP event for the number 20 stream. Can you believe that was already over 8 weeks ago? That was super duper fun. We did get some action, but it wasn't, it wasn't what I was hoping for, in quotes. But whatever works. I was hoping for authentic level 1s. Okay, this did happen. We did get some level 1s that were, down to clown in an authentic and, struggle quest kind of way, as far as just showing up ready to fight, hand in your note to your GM and start grinding friggin' decaying skeletons for some cloth gear and rusty weapons. That's what I had in mind. We were all gonna do that. And more, it was like, the usual suspects with their level 60 druid buffs and all their gear coming to try to, give us a hard time. But that was fine too. Whatever works. And if the level 30 event is the same thing, we only see level 34s with level 60 buffs, so be it. This is why I'm giving advanced notice. Like, you want to do that? It's coming, right? Not this weekend, but the weekend after that. Number 30 will be level 30s. I'll be playing a level 30. And I'd like to think a lot of my friends will be playing level 30s too. So if you want to come try to be a bully at level 34, hey, start leveling now, or start de-leveling now. Whatever direction you're taking to hit 34. I'm giving so much advanced. I've been hyping this up for like a month now because I don't want to hear like, ooh, level 30s. We don't have time to make a level 30. Huh? You've had so much time to make a level 30. This is the red server. The XP is a little boosted. Level 30. If you know how to play EQ, it's not that hard. You can hit level 30. I believe in you. We have wikis. We have, the knowledge to show us how to do it efficiently. You want a power level to get to 30? I'll do that for you too. Whoever, whatever. I don't care. You want a power level just to fight us with the tune that I power level? This is that one exception where I'm cool with that. Make it happen for you. If the quests are MQable for Dark Forge, they are MQable. You got your monk to 7 already? Nice. Monks are cool. Do you have a weapon yet? And do you have a FBSS yet? Because I got an FBSS right here you can have. It only weighs 0.1 pounds, Perfect for a monk. Yeah, I hate when they go underwater. How dare they? How dare these deep water creatures venture? You got a bow stick and footpads of the tiger. Nice. Footpads of the tiger are awesome. I'll give you the FBSS whenever I see it. Or feel free to grab it on your druid anytime. I'm assuming you're Ixar. This is my assumption. Yeah, I knew he was going to interrupt me. I knew it. Cool. Ugh, come on. There we go. I'm like, Oasis is so easy. Over here, strongling. Blow all my dang mana. Spell recast time not met yet. I've never seen that with this life tap ever. The heck? It's not happening any of the other times. I'm chaining them together pretty quickly. Anyways, that was weird. Get a little more mana. I'm probably ding right there in the next kill. A little dinging in the morning. Good way to start the day off on a high note. Wouldn't mind getting a little swimming skill too while I'm here. I don't think sitting in the water is enough to get a skill up though, even though it looks like I'm kind of treading water. think you have to be moving to get swimming skill ups, right? And they like swimming into a corner doesn't count anymore, I've heard. Has anybody attempted that recently? I know it used to work like when I was playing years ago. You could just kind of like, you know, auto run like numlock or whatever into a corner. Yeah, hopefully with enduring breath in case of, a mishap. But you'd, do that. The next thing you knew, you'd have plenty of skills without much work. I really don't think that happens anymore. But then again, I kind of I do this thing where I'll try something for a short while and don't get the result I want. I'm like, nope, doesn't work. If I had just tried a little more, maybe it would have worked. But I don't know. I know I do this. Yellow con croc, huh? I don't want to have to bail on a pull. Oof. Couple big hits in a row there. Crocodiles are not playing. Ugh. So glad they're not social. They probably should be. Archery 14. Yes. Oh, resisted fear. I needed that one. I really needed that one. That was going to be like the turning point for this fight, but I don't know. Ouch. I really didn't need to pull a hard one to ding. I was going to ding off an easy one, but I pulled a hard one. Oh, hit me for 40. You gotta be kidding me. Fear off. Ugh. Absolutely ridiculous. Makes me sure miss weighted axe, huh? And troll regen. The things I'd be cheesing right now. Archery 15. This is probably like one of the most important skills for me to overcap, you know what I mean? When I do D level, I don't want to skip archery. I want that to be up there because the chance to hit so wonky. I feel like especially as a shadow or as a hybrid, you know, or as a non-ranger hybrid, or our archery skill cap's so low. So if I can, you know, squeeze a couple extra points, I would love to. I guess this is as good a time as any to get some skill ups. But I think I had 8 stacks of arrows. I'm down to less than 5. Mostly just on this fight. You think you hit more if you stand still when you shoot? Interesting. Could be true. Could be true. I miss a lot. I'm shooting while moving, but I also miss a lot. So and the skill ups I need. Alright, let's see if I can land a fear or something. It'd be sure nice anyway. Damn. Really didn't want to get interrupted there. Fizzled all my mana. Cook now. I gotta watch out for skellies too. Those dry bones blend in so good. Ishiwatari EQ. Have a good time at work. You know? Keep the spirit of Norrath with you through the day. And just think, what would Fippy do? You know, if you get in a situation. Archery 20. $21. Oh, I screwed up my target, I think. Dangerous when you're on the wrong hotkey page. I've made that mistake too many times recently. I don't know why I was touching water there. I'm like, let me try to get some swimming skill ups while I run. Perfect thing to do at 20 HP. Perfect move. Oh my god, come on. It's getting spooky. Archery 23 at least. Ouch. I don't know why I decided to take fall damage, but I did. Drybone Skelly and the Mummy, like right back to back over there. Good. Dodged them. I feel like I'm snared, but I'm not. My agility's 100. Alright, he's way back there. Good, good. Just give me a second to sit. And hopefully, maybe, just maybe, land a fear. And crest the hill. Alright, there he is. I don't know if that sit did anything, but... it's alright. It's all good. Resisted fear is not the end of the world. Just end of world adjacent, you know? Very close. We're very close to the end of the world here. Why am I not shooting? What the fuck? I shot it like 3 times without any arrows firing. I must be glitched. Apparently you can bug your attack with range too. It probably used my arrows too. That's the worst part. I'm gonna be 3 arrows short to kill this thing now, just because that's how it goes. Whoa, Skelly. It's not really a safe area to be running. Too steep. Too many Skellies. Orcs. Just stuff I don't need. Alright. Going for the fear. Yeah. Super distance. Maybe right over here. Oh, you know what? If I do it here, he's just going to run in the water and I'm going to not be able to capitalize. Let me go back where I was, near the zone line. This has been a very long fight. I feel like I've been kiting this stupid croc for like 10 plus minutes now. Probably heavily in the plus of that. Okay. Fear. Land. 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 Yes. Almost just zoned by accident. That would have been really funny. Archery 28. Still can't hit for shit. But archery 28. Getting there. Alright, I'm taking it back for one more fear by the zone line. If I'm not resisted, I think this is it. I think we do it right here. Finish her off. 25%. And I'm at 22%. The thing could probably kill me in 2 rounds. I was unlucky, you know? Ugh. I'm not really capitalizing on that fear. I hit it for 24, 9, 17, and 3 on 12. It's not very much damage. Got dealt 10% to it. It only has 15% to go, so I'm doing it. It's happening. One point arrow, hell yeah, classic. Archery 30. $31. A little too close for comfort right there. I tried to be a tough guy and fucking trade blows with it for a sec. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna instantly regret that. Ugh, my delay wasn't ready yet. I had just shot it too soon before. Your ranged and your primary were, you know, if one's down, they're both down. So I should have maybe, you know, not shot it if I was going for the melee hit, or kept moving backwards another second. Either way, I jumped the gun. It's at 10%. Come on, fear. Stunned me. Stunned me. Yeah. That was really stupid of me. I traded my 10 damage for its 54. And that was lucky. It could have been lethal because I got stunned. Took 2 rounds. For what? An interrupted fear? Not worth it. There we go. My attack was bugged again. I gotta like get rid of this target hotkey. It's just too accessible. There we go. Much better. Okay, I'm trying for one more fear. That literally 7%. That's like nothing. The dude, we are just getting started over here. I've been kiting this crocodile for like 20 minutes. At least. At least. I have some regrets. I have some. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Not worth dying over. What's going on? Just getting started over here. Just blew my harm touch. Now, hey, opposition. Now's your chance. My harm touch is down. I have no HP. I have no mana. But I'm level 18 now. That's what's up. Let's update 14 to 22. Now my in range. Still just me. This is too long. It just end up harm touching it anyway. What happened there? It interrupted me. That was the issue. Bashed me for 12, and luckily that's all. Because if that bite, did it try to bite me? Yeah. If that bite wasn't a miss, I was dead. It was like total. I was toast. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, just getting started over here. It's good to see you, the dude. Um, let's see. You haven't missed much. I just dinged 18, and I got like 30 skill ups in archery during that fight. So that was good, you know? And now I'm gonna get 30 skill up in bind wounds trying to recover from it. So it's a good thing. No better time. There's no better time than 6 or 7 a.m. to do this kind of stuff. Let's face it. Speaking of 6 or 7 a.m., I'm going to refill this mug. Hold on a sec. Be right back. Yeah, you're right. A win is a win, and a ding is a ding. And that was a ding. So hold on. Hold on. Without further ado, we got to dance. Because I'm done binding wound. We got to dance, and we got to cheer. And we got to wave. Hey, everybody. Hey, you. Yes, you. We're just getting started over here. That's, of course, a little inside joke. Oh, hold on. It says a little inside joke. There we go. Knee slapper. If you didn't know, well, every Sunday Swaptacular Splash Fest. Every Thursday is the Rise and Grind, and the new thing we're doing here is the Tuesdays, right? On Tuesday. Sometimes it's on Wednesday. Just check the Discord to stay in the loop there. But hey, if you didn't think I could do it, you thought that Croc had me, that slash rude's for you. But it's all right. Honestly, no. I take that back. Let's unrude that. Hold on. Not for you. If you were hoping the Croc was gonna get me, that rude's for you. If you thought the Croc was gonna get me, I don't blame you. I kind of thought the Croc might get me too. It was close. It was tight. But I winned. Hey, orc, looking at me. What is my bind wound? Let's check it out. Bind wound 17. 17. It's a start. I only just picked up my first bandages on this guy, like, beginning of the stream. Maybe it was right before the stream, even. I was making silent moves, preparing. Oops. I just interrupted my bind. Alright. Now, if I pulled stuff that wasn't a yellow con deep water croc, I'd probably have a lot easier time. Alright? Just a theory. Let's try it out. A game theory. Let's see if it works. Anyway, hey, cheers. If you're sipping coffee this morning, clink. Cheers to you. I didn't even try siphoning strength on that croc. I didn't have the mana for anything. Oh, that's 5 mana. Okay, well, maybe I had the mana for that. Could have been worth a try. Anyway, Deepwater Cayman, you're fine. You're cool. Regular Cayman, you're alright too. Why not? Stun me. How rude. Sense heading 29, yes. That's one skill that I've been severely lacking on this guy. Like Greater Fade Arc, for instance. It's a zone that I'm like familiar enough with to know what direction things are, right? Go north to Crushbone. Basically, that's the only direction I'm ever trying to go. But you know what I'm saying. I need sense. I mean, I know there's other ways to tell which way is north, but sense heading is a very convenient way when it works. And it had not been working for me at all. Because my skill was too low. Not for lack of trying. It just, hadn't really happened for me yet. And it's finally happening. Yeah, the old weapon drop trick. I know that's my favorite too. But in the heat of the moment, it takes a second. You got to unless you don't care about the weapon, then you can just keep it pushing. You don't really have to stop, I guess. But um, you know, stopping, dropping, picking up, uh, it totally works and it's reliable. Probably more, not probably more reliable. Like it actually points north, like straight up, which is good. As opposed to, sense heading saying you think you're facing north and it's like you're really like northeast, it's like it could be misleading. You're never getting misled by the weapon, but I have to trade off for a little less convenient. You could potentially lose the weapon, right? What if you drop a weapon on the ground, somebody's invisible right next to you and picks it up before you do? I think they deserve it at that point, you know? A rusty weapon. Oops, I lost two. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because you could even be like zoomed out enough where you don't even need to stop. You drop it and keep it pushing. Like, oh, it's north is this way. Okay, I'm going this way, whatever. Um, you're right. It definitely has some value there. But my point is, I'm happy that sense heading is finally starting to raise. You know how skills go. Those first few points take so long. First like couple dozen points take so long, and then it at least feels like you get some momentum going. Like skills go up a little easier once they're already up. I don't know why I insist on running around and pulling stuff while I'm not ready, but here I go. Just change some life taps on it. Yeah. Slash LOC is another one that's kind of cumbersome for me. Um like there's certain zones where I know the locations off the top of my head, and I can effectively do a slash L while I'm moving, and it'll help me out. But for the most part, if I'm doing slash L, I also need to like have the map open in another tab so I can freaking look at it. I don't have the printout. If I had the printout, that'd be even better. But either way, you know what I mean? Like now I'm cross referencing. Like it's if I'm slash L, then I'm lost, basically. Like I'm getting nowhere fast. So yes, I am slash loc challenged, you could say. But, either way, you know what I mean? Like this is back to the weapon, exactly. This is a classic struggle and a valid debate, and it's authentic, and you get like there's pluses and minuses. You got to like weigh the pros and cons. It's good. You install a map pack and you have like your slash L constantly spamming, and you're drawing third party maps. Like I think we've gone so far beyond classic and Brad intended mechanics and this and that and the spirit of P99, but that's a whole nother soapbox. Will keep me off the soapbox this morning before I go too freaking ham. The only ham we should be having is the breakfast varieties, because it's too early for all that. Situational on what to use, sure, yeah. Different different zones call for different tactics. That's where for me sense heading is very handy in big zones with a lack of landmarks, right? If you're just trying to get to Crushbone, just hit the north wall. That'll help you a lot, and then narrow it down from there. That's my take, but it's not that hot of a take. Let's face it. Familiarity with the zone, absolutely, yeah. Like I'm very familiar with the swamp, so I know exactly which direction I want to go, point A to point B, or point A to point C, or point C to point B. You know what I mean? Like you gotta kind of know your relative position and the position of where you're going, and bada bing, bada boom, you're a navigator. But without the sense heading, you could be totally off because everything looks the same. You know, this is my experience anyway. And as much as I wish that we were all stuck with the same limitations. It's not up to me, right? For some reason, they decided that's cool third-party software to use. That I don't get. It seems like such an egregious like hack and step too far. Um, and really throws off the balance and et cetera, et cetera. But hey, not my decision. They already, you know, the powers that be ruled on this. I disagree with their ruling, but it's their ruling. And EverQuest enjoyers are going to enjoy EverQuest in the way that they do. 2025 got to keep up. Well, that's the thing. It's 2025. The game's been out for 26 years. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, that should be less of a need for maps. You know what I mean? Like, people aren't familiar yet. Like, staring at a map ain't really going to make you more familiar. That's one thing I learned on retail, right? Once I've told this story a million times, but I'm going to tell it again because it's funny to me. When I came back to EverQuest during like Planes of Power, after not playing since probably right around Luckland launch, right before Luckland launch. When I came back, my far clip plane was at 0 and I couldn't see my hands in front of my face. So I was using the backspace map, which was like a new thing, and I was living by those. I was like basically playing like a 2D game with like shit graphics or like line drawn graphics of the map, you know? And I just got so used to moving around like that that once I found out that it's just my far clip plane, I can freaking turn it up and actually see. I was still using the maps like I was blind, and I didn't learn anything. You know what I mean? I couldn't navigate a single zone without the map, despite playing like all the time. Gina and parsers you think are less needed than the map? I feel like it's all the same. You know what I mean? Like it's technology we didn't have in the era, and therefore is not classic trademarks. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the Gina. Just read your text box, you know. Or alternatively, miss crucial information. You know, things are going too fast. You miss something crucial. Like that's realistic. That's how it goes. You know, it was hectic. Mistakes happen. That's natural. I feel like having. I guess it's too early for this. It's too early for this. The dude, let's put a pin on this conversation. We'll save it for my Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest. With 7 hours, there's plenty of time for rants. It's a 7 hour stream every Sunday, and that's fun. I like that. And the Thursday Rise and Grind. It's a little short and sweet. It's a little short and sweet. Crit, mommy. Alright, I came up here and I dinged. Ancient Cyclops is still up. Maybe I'm going to kill the Ancient Cyclops on an alt and loot it. How about that? Sounds fun and good. Can't believe it's still up. I figured it would have ran into the merchants by now. What I should say is I'm going to make a silent move. Nobody knows that I'm about to kill an Ancient Cyclops right approximately here by this little tree. Right? That's between me and you. That would be like... it'd be so bad if somebody knew that. It'd be potentially disastrous. I can get totally jacked for my ring right now. And there'd be... I'd have nobody to blame but myself for leaking that information. I'm supposed to keep that under my hat. Anyways, make that silent move. Move in silence. Nobody knows. I think it'll be worth it. Get a little Ring of the Ancients for future J-Boot usage, or potentially a little boost in intelligence and armor class on my wrist slot. It's a small upgrade for my PvE set. And it's just one of those things where I'm just gonna like watch it derp around and not kill it. I don't know. I don't know about all that. All right, as soon as it lets me in, get that done. Let me in. Come on. Come on. How about now? How about now? Let me in. Come on. I can be trusted. You can let me in. It's only when I crash when I camp that happens. Very annoying, but in the scheme of things, it's such a mild inconvenience, you know? Remember how long it used to take to boot up EQ back in the 56K modem days? It was something else. I think another silent move. I thought Well Adjusted was in Oasis. I'm like, that's perfect. I don't want to run. I don't want to run anything anywhere. I'm like the laziest EverQuest player right now. Try a different account. Okay, well adjusted's in Wrath Mountains. Noted. Don't remember what I ran out there for, but apparently I did. You know what? We were probably doing J-Boots. We probably like ran a Ring of the Ancients out there. It's all coming back to the Ring of the Ancients. Let's see what we see on track. We got a Sentinel up. Those are cool. Powerful. Is that it? Other cool names. Saw the Evil Eye was up yesterday. Evil Eye's still up. Minotaur Elder's up. Guck provides. I came here for a Ring of the Ancients. Ye ol' Ring of Ancients. Sense heading, just to assure me that I'm going north. I knew I was going north, but it's nice to be sure. Now the annoying thing would be we see it engage the merchant right now that we're approaching, right? Or the might already be down. Not looking good. I mean, but then again, Druid Track sucks. There he is. Long have I lived. Crush you I shall. He has lived long. He's been here derping around these dunes all morning at the very least. Something you might notice on Red server. Things don't seem to despawn for the day-night cycle here. Like it's 7 p.m. The Ancient Cyclops is up. That would mean he just spawned, right? But he clearly didn't just spawn. He's been up and derping. He's not even the top right now. I thought I just lost it. I thought I leashed it already. I like barely left the sand. Like, come on. Interrupted by what? A light breeze just interrupted me. That was freaking crazy. There we go. I guess some sort of mana free option here. That should do it. Make sure it dies before I camp. Otherwise, there will be no corpse if it dies after I camp. Right? I've seen that happen before. I'm just trying to cut it nice and tight here. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ancient Cyclops. You're done. Perfect. That was like damn near perfect. We got like 3-4 seconds to spare here. Thirsty. Yeesh. What am I doing? Hey, listen. Nobody steal my Ancient Cyclops, okay? It's doing the thing. All right. Almost 7:30. Pretty productive morning so far, but we're just getting started. We got a half hour left of EverQuest enjoyment. As soon as I get back in, I can loot that corpse. Who knows? I might even get in so fast, and I got out so fast that I might not be able to loot the corpse yet. I might have to sit and wait for the corpse to unlock. That'd be nice. Oh yeah. Locked out. Let me in. It'll let me in very soon. When do corpses unlock? 5:25? Damn. I got here way early. Thought it unlocked sooner than that. 5:05? When does it open? Just under 5 minutes. Good to know. Alright. Ring of the Ancients acquired. I already have J-Boots, so, I mean, it's not like it was a crucial thing to get, but I enjoy it. I think it's time to refill on arrows, because I'm not gonna be able to kill the next thing that's too hard unless I have another steady stream of arrows. And 22 shots. It's just not enough. Alright, I'm moving my skills here. Archery. 35. They call that bad, but listen, it's getting there. Two-hand slash. Feeble with a 15. One-hand slash. Awful with a 5. Two-hand blunt. Barely existent with a 1. Stuff that's going to have to change. Hand to hand. Even hand to hand is going to get freaking capped. Because I want to. Alright. Anybody in range? Nope. Still nobody in PvP range. It is what it is. It's a little early. Server's very sleepy today. Got barely a dozen players. A baker's dozen. So that's including 3 level 1s. I don't like to count them. So there's like 10 legitimate tunes on right now. Not to say level one's not legitimate, but in this case, I don't think that, right? Logger, guy that just stands in friggin' Hallis all day. Somebody in Freeport named No Money, probably a banker. You know, like, that don't impress me much. My swimming severely lacking. That's another one that's going to have to get capped. So let's see what we got here. 26. Getting there. All right. Stuck in trees. Getting no skill ups. Come on. I'm almost high enough level to try Dark Death Singer. Only barely harder than that crocodile. That took me 20 minutes to kill. So with that kind of logic, I can do it. But I'd probably have to go to work before it was done. Is live EQ in another category? Is it just not streamed at all? You will occasionally see some live retail EverQuest streams. Spaghettio Bandit. I like your name. It's a good question. There is probably a lot more representation in the EQ emu scene than retail, but it's same category. You will see some retail streams, but it's 7:30 a.m. on a weekday. I'd always stream during this time slot. And it's usually pretty quiet, right? Like the EverQuest world is. I'm not saying they're all asleep, but a lot of people are still asleep, or getting ready for work, what have you. You'll see a lot more channels in the afternoon or the evenings and the late nights. Yeah, I'd say yeah, live EQ. It's one of the smaller, less represented servers right now. I shouldn't say smaller. It's a less represented server on Twitch. You see a lot of THJ, a lot of P99. You would see a decent amount of Quarm when it was up, and soon we will see Quarm again. Creeping Death. Right, yeah, they're late night streamers. That's a good point. The live EQ streamers. I saw somebody who was like level 125. That's crazy. I know that's like cap right now, right? The cap B. I do believe. I think I last played when the cap was 85. Oh. Pretty sure. That's when I last like bought an expansion. If I played after that when the cap was higher, it was like nothing I knew about. Sell my bronze battle axe. Sell my that thing. Sell that thing. Buy another 46 bandages. And I'm buying several arrows. Buy like 4 stacks plus some more. Maybe like 10 stacks. How about that? feel good with that. I'll put away my other plat, right? Hard earned. Cha-ching. The platinum saved is platinum earned, right? Benjamin Froglock said that. Do a quick patrol with Nui. Hey, not a bad idea. There is a sentinel up. I just checked Lower Guck because I was on Doldane. I got a little time to do a little patrol, creeping death. But since Lower Guck's clear and Upper Guck's clear and the swamp's clear, I'm gonna log on a different tune and check somewhere else. But nobody knows, okay? Our little secret, our little surprise. Let's find out. I got a couple places I can check. So we're just getting started over here. I got like 20 minutes left probably before I gotta go, you know, do the thing for the day. It's, it is what it is. Oh my god. You know it's a good passer if it takes 3 tries every time. Every time. Alright. Make a silent moves, moving in silence. Let's go. Find some action. Let's see what we see on Sussy the Bard. Scourge of Norrath. Let's see what we see. I love patrolling on Sussy because she got the moves. 3 tries sounds like the Bard password. Yeah, how'd you know? It is. Let's see what we see in here. I don't see no steel golem on track, but ooh, made up the ladder. Didn't fall off. I'm on a speed run. Speed run pace. Oh, missed a click on the door. Oh shit, hold on. It's about to eat a harm touch. Oh shit, I'm still about to eat a harm touch. Hey, harm touched me, that ain't fair. Alright, placeholder down. I'm in and out, like a robbery right now. It would have been nicer if, you know, the Judicator got harm touched instead of me. I tried, but for some reason the Avatar pathed out the other way instead of, you know, coming straight. Whatever. It's hard to predict these things sometimes. Not too worried. Let's see if anybody's in Wrath Mountains or something. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a nice little grind going on Sunday. Haven't picked a place yet. Might go to the hole again. We went to the hole, was that Sunday? I think it was Sunday. Swamptacular Splash Fest. It was. We went to the hole. It was like excellent. We got so much loot, so much XP, and just overall it was a good time. The logistics of getting there, setting up there could be a little cumbersome, but you know, nothing good comes easy in this game. You got a Necron and an Enchanter now, Creeping Death, huh? Nice. Hey, need any J boots? I just picked up a Ring of Ancients on Pop Gun, a spare Ring of Ancients. I might even have a spare on Sussy too, but I think I used it. Sussy's usually one of the first Ring of Ancients to go because, you know, she moves fast. You need to train lockpick. Yeah, definitely. If that would make the logistics a lot easier for sure. But you know, even if you don't make it to Befallen or whatever to train it before then, you know, when there's a will, there's a way. I'll open it on Mr. Nice Guy. I got shrink pots. We can shrink people through. Whatever we got to do, we'll make it happen. We're going to see who was up in here. Any Haston? Boot strutting about. I should have ran like the opposite direction. That would be a better way to cross paths. Dark Elf Shadow Knight. So Pop Gun's a Dark Elf Shadow Knight, and Orc Friend's a Dark Elf Shadow Knight. I enjoy Dark Elves. They got excellent style. They're good. They got a good look to them. Fashion Quest champions. I do constantly lament that I can't do, you know, two-hand bash. I can't use a weighted axe. I don't have the regen. But it is what it is. Brahmi always finds he's where he at? I haven't seen Brahmi in the longest. Last time I saw Brahmi was probably 8 weeks ago at the Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest number 20. We were doing the level 1. We all started fresh in Kanos. He came on a warrior or pally or something with a bunch of gear and level 60 druid coming with him to keep him buffed. I killed the druid on Nui. That was fun. And then he left, you know? We bought some pummises. We were going to like pumice his buffs. So he ran away and never came back. And I don't think we've seen him since. I can't think of any time in the last 8 weeks, which is unfortunate. You know, we used to rumble all the time, but I guess he's tired of getting totally whooped on, you know? Because so one-sided. I'm talking some shit, you know? Maybe we'll inspire him to try to shut me up, but I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, he just hasn't been coming around. It is what it is. We'll see. See what's going on in South Karana. Then I got one more place I want to check before I go to work. Right? You could say we're just getting started over here, but the sad reality of it is it's almost that time. We got like 15 minutes thereabouts. But I think it was a solid and satisfying grind this morning, right? Like I was doing Pop Gun. I was at a nice pace until I got one kill from Ding, and then I, for some reason, took 20 minutes killing something that was like way too hard. And you know, it is what it is. South Carolina very empty. Yeah, Creeping Death. If you can make it to the group, we'd be happy to have you. You know, probably like high 30s and up. Level 40 and up would be a definite acceptable. You bumped into Brahmi's cleric in Western Waste while you were on Monk. Yeah, how'd that go for his cleric? I seriously haven't seen him in so long. Starting to miss him, you know? Getting Brahmi withdrawals. It's supposed to be hot and gross today. Hot and wet. And I'm almost in like a state of panic that I'm about to have to go face that. But it's okay. Thanks to this little grind and norrath, this grind and grind session, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything. I've already triumphed over level 17 as a Dark Elf Shadow Knight. I'm ready to triumph over any task as a human laborer. You know what I mean? They can't stop me. They couldn't stop Thippy Darkpaw, and they won't stop me neither. But I don't know why I'm running so, like, not like I'm gonna like track Quillmane or something. But I did want to see what I see a little bit. But yeah, one more zone. Let's go just find one more zone. Need a grind spot for your monk? Yeah, 30 to 35. Let's see. What would be good for that? In Upper Guck, I do like the Croc camp. Crocs are high level for the area, and they're easy for the level. So it's like, you know, that's good. That's a good combo. Um, Sorry, I just hit the microphone. I hope I didn't bust anything up, including eardrums. I'm not used to having a standing mic over here. I like it. I feel like I'm on the radio or something. And now a word from our sponsors. Let's get one more zone checked out. This one's in Kunark, okay? Listen, if you got homies in Kunark and you fear for their safety and you care about their EverQuest well-being, let them know. Let them know the continent ain't safe because I'm coming. Let them know. That's fine. It's a silent move. But you can, you know, you already know. You already know what's about to happen. I haven't seen a single other player in a zone with me all morning. Quiet. Too quiet. Flowers and Kunark. Oh, yeah. DJ Chewy, the morning show host. Yeah. Let's see what we see. It's our last chance for action this morning. Come on. Let's go. Let's find somebody in range to Timdim. Timdim the friggin' triumphant. This warrior has never been killed in PvP. It's never happened. There's been some close calls. I will fully admit to that. But as far as being killed in PvP, never. I pulled an HP item one time. I was very, very close. Well. What do we have here? A level 60. Lucky you. Lucky you. If he was not level 60, he'd be in big trouble right now. Because obviously he's not an ally. He's still handing in stuff. He'd be in big trouble. Big trouble. Anyways. Well, that was exciting. We got to see a player. A dream come true. Let's see what else we see in here. Anything. Surgeon. Take a little trip down to the depths over here. feel like people have been trying to farm over in this area. This has been like an active area recently, right? This guy down here, placeholder. This guy over here, placeholder. And let's check across the way. In fact, let's check like all over the place. Whatever. We got like a couple more minutes left. Be thorough. Leave no stone unturned. As far as who's been messing around in here? What have they been messing around with? Find out. Korokust is still up. Arch Inspector Nibizi is up. This room is freaking hot. Look at this hot room. I gotta go to work. You know? Those are goodies. What is this? Is this a fucking SBS over here? Yo. I know, that room is spicy right now. Interrupted. I was standing still. How was I interrupted right there? Anyways. Let's see what else we see. So there was a Sarnak Collective Auditor. He's a name too, right? So we got two names, an SBS. What about this other placeholder over here? I didn't look. Got Drill Master. This is crazy. Oh my god. Let's friggin' alert the pals. What else we see? I know, the goodies down here are like too good. Too good. I was afraid we were gonna see the fucking Kennel Master too. Like terrified of that, honestly. Let's check the herbalist and then I gotta go. I gotta, you know? I told the pals, I said, hey, listen, it's juicy down here. I hope that you guys get to it. Yeah, no herbalist. Pretty crazy. Pretty freaking wild. Overseer. I did not see the Overseer. Oh. I should probably look, huh? I gotta go to work. The dude, I'm sorry. I'll let you know later if it turns out the Overseer was also up, but I don't think so. Or not that I don't think so, but I don't know. Let me get somewhere to call it. Hey, we're gonna go raid a channel, right? That's how we end every stream. Every time we always go raid another channel. So let's do that. Let's get ready to do that. Everybody that's been hanging out this morning, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Who's streaming EverQuest? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's show them some love from Red99. Hey, we exist too. We are also EverQuest enjoyers. I don't know if they sometimes forget, but we are. You know? All right, let's go. Hey, who was asking about EQ Live? Let's enjoy some retail EverQuest right now. EQ Live. Zahotep. It looks like they're in. What is this? Gulf of Gunthak, maybe? I haven't been here. Used to love the Legacy of Yahisha expansion. I can't even lie. It was a really fun one. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you next time. Sunday Swamptacular Splashfest 2025. Number 29 is coming this weekend. So please be there or be square. All right. Peace.